We're going down memory lane.
Okay.
We obviously have to talk about your history as one of the OGs of reality television.
Yes! Isn't that crazy? Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Girl, what are you putting on her face? Who brought you here? Johnny? They don't get nothing on their face.
Nothing?
Nothing. Will you turn around and tell the people in front of Jesus, do you wear makeup on set?
No.
I'm on TikTok scrolling and clips of your show constantly come up.
Yoki is too. You guys must be on the same. She
We're
shows
on the
me
same
all
algorithm.
These things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you ever come across clips? Do you ever go back and watch? Because that was like home movies.
Do you know I've never watched myself on TV? So any of these clips, I've never seen them. Even the ones Yoki posts, I've never watched it. I've never pushed play. I see the clip, like I'll see her there talking.
And you go, no.
But I won't watch it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't watch myself on TV. I've never watched my show other
You've
than
never
like clips.
seen Kimora Life in the Fab Lane?
No. I've seen clips, but I don't sit there and watch. Even for editing purposes, I wouldn't be watching the whole show through, no.
Does it make you feel a certain type of way?
Cringe. No one wants to hear their voice. I don't know.
Those moments
you
where-
might be used to it, but like I think mostly people are like, is that me?
I think for you, that show was so endearing. It was so real. I feel like it was
Oh,
not.
yeah.
It was not filtered. It was just a day in the life of an executive. you
It
know?
was, and it was of a busy working mom.
Yes.
And I just think that what we showed and what we were able to depict, it was aspirational. It was showing you the way. I mean, yeah, our drama was like, are you going to get the fashion show done in time, or are you going to come in under the proper budget?
Right.
It wasn't like catty.
Right,
You
fighting
know,
with
my
other
kids were
people.
never like vulgar or belligerent. Like you just didn't have to do that. Sometimes TV is about, let me take my mind off and just mindlessly watch something that's a train wreck that makes me feel better about myself. People, that's what we do. That's our culture.
There's a lot of shows like that.
Of course, that's a lot of things we feed on.
Yes.
This wasn't that. So it was important to me and impressive even to be able to be top rated even to this day. It was not wholesome, but like a little bit more depicting of a family and
Yes. And your business.
your business and being a single mom or a married woman. It doesn't matter. I had my ins and outs, my ups and downs. It was a good time, and I loved everything that we showed. It was how to build a business, how to chase your dreams, how to produce shows.
Okay, so you just said it was a good time. You know,
Do I?
it begs the question.
Am I gonna do it again?
Would you do it again? What would it take to get you to share your life with cameras again?
I don't know. I've talked about it a lot. And then we always go to our...
Talked about it with your team, with people,
With the team,
with
different
networks.
producers call me all the time. People call me and try to get me to be part of their show all the time. All the time.
Housewives?
All the time.
Housewives? Yeah.
All the time. But here's what I just don't understand. Guys, I don't watch TV. Are they mean to each other? Are they rude to each other? Because the clips I've seen or the things I've heard, they're kind of fighting.
Do not bring up my children or my husband, period, end of story.
Okay.
And if you do, I will come for you till the end of days.
Okay.
If you come for my husband and kids, I will f***ing hunt you down! Is everyone clear?
Yeah, we're clear. Is that a threat or a promise?
It is a fact.
I like Kyle, you know, I like Kathy, I like Garcelle, like I like these women.
Yes.
These are the housewives.
You're bi-coastal. You could also join New York.
But are they gonna like invite you to a dinner party and then edit it to look a certain way
It's
and then
possible.
make someone pick up the china and go, oh, that's what she had? Because honey, I'm not the one.
Okay, so
I don't have the patience for that.
You're
It's
not
so-
interested. It sounds like you're not interested in having like a social dynamic captured on TV.
Not a fake produced for ratings
Yes.
drama. I don't want to create a fake drama. I want to compel people, teach people, aspire people, uplift them. I want to show them how to be bad bees, how to look great,
Yeah.
feel great, manage everything, and fall apart if you can, if you have to, but get back up and keep going. That's what I want to show on TV.
With the Real Housewives, where do you stand? Last time you spoke with ET, you said that there were rumblings.
They definitely have asked me every couple of years in between seasons or in between people. They definitely have asked me, but I've never been in like real talk. It's always like through someone else or through an agent or through whatever.
Still rumblings. They call me every season. Someone's asking me all the time. Someone tells me, would you do it? Like you just asked me now. So I'm not,
For you, it sounds like it's a no.
I don't know. I would take a meeting. Maybe I should take a meeting.
Why? They call you, but you don't take the meeting?
I actually recently just said that I would, but then I don't know what happened to that meeting. It didn't happen. So maybe I will
Okay.
take a meeting. I'll see. Because
You'll
I
see
do
what-
love all those women.
Okay.
But no one's going to promise you they're not going to be like produced catty. We'll see.
Okay, so TBD is the status
TBD is the status.
on Real Housewives. You just said you want to uplift people, you want to make people feel good.
I wouldn't mind doing it. Yeah, I'm bi-coastal. I'm a boy mom. I have 3
Yep.
young boys. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind, but it would just have to be under the right circumstances. I've talked to so many people, to networks, to production companies. So I think we're just seeing.
Are you friends with Kris Jenner?
Yes.
I feel like you should have a chat with her.
Should I?
She's at the top of the
All right,
totem.
maybe I will. And you know what? That is a great idea, actually. And I never thought about it.
She's the
Okay, so
executive producer.
Kris, we may need to talk. And I love you, but we may need to talk about this. So it happened right now, and it was your idea. I should ask.
you.
I'm
Let's
really
just-
gonna think about it. I'm not gonna like call her tomorrow and be like, let's talk TV. But I'm gonna think about it. You're right.
I want
Thank
to
you.
also take even more of a deep dive. You were a judge on season 1 of America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
Quite honestly, 26 is a little late to be busting into the top model game.
I get a lot of clips of that also on TikTok. It's just the show is now being evaluated in
All the time, right?
It's just being evaluated through a much different 2022 lens.
So that probably was a hot mess.
It's being
Compared to
it's being picked apart
today.
for
Yeah.
you know, some people call it problematic and
Yeah.
the way that we spoke to women back in the day. Do you have an opinion on that?
Well, I feel like when I started with the show, and it was the first show, and I was very good friends with Tyra. She was in my wedding. She's my kid's godmother. It was a little bit different maybe than how it ended up so many seasons later. And I do believe it had like a tremendously successful run. It did, and she did. And I think probably as time goes on, it takes on a life of its own, so to speak. That ratings and numbers and dollar thing. I think that sometimes can get in the way. I don't know. But it didn't start out that way. It started off really as something that was aspirational and that women wanted to do. And I mean, young women and young girls were breaking their necks to be a part of this or to be picked or come to these cattle calls. I see now when I hear things that are said about it, I'm like, okay, I can see how you would say that. Like most of the things that were said, I think, and again, I don't know if we're on the same algorithm, but I'm like, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that happened. Someone did that, yeah.
And
maybe not in season 1 because you're just getting started.
Right.
But I think there's a lot of fact. And again, I didn't hear everything and see everything. I think we owe it to ourselves and to these young women and to, you know, as a community, we owe a bit more responsibility, a bit more, you know. But a lot of those problems have been and are still now prevalent. I mean, it far exceeds America's Next Top Model, right? It goes into every agency, every young girl, which is why I maybe don't want my kids to model.